Next one is Gulf News. They give this retarded fucking news stating that school fees are going to increase by 4.14%. In that range, some of them are going to increase 3%, 2%. You know, the highest, it seems, is less than 5%. I'll tell you, this may not seem much to you that, oh, it's only 5%, so it's a big fucking deal. I'll tell you, when you calculate the small increases, groceries, electricity, water, school fees, transportation, petrol, SALIC, all this, it's like, you know, you have small cuts. They say if you have a million cuts, you can actually kill a person by bleeding. This is what is happening. And I'll tell you, the majority of people I know, majority of expats, they're saying, man, then why the fuck did I come to UAE? Why the fuck did I come to the Middle East? Why am I here? If I can't save any fucking money, it's better to go back home. Maybe I'm living hand to mouth back in my country, but at least there's a future. At least I have some rights. At least they don't increase costs like this. Here in the Middle East, you can't fucking do anything. It's not your fucking country. And it seems this approval came from Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai. My message to the Dubai government is, you keep increasing school fees, rents, especially fucking rents, you know, petrol prices, grocery shopping, inflation, all this fucking shit you keep increasing. People will just send their family back home, their spouse, their children, because they'll send them back home and say, I'll live here as a bachelor, I'll live in sharing accommodation, eat in a cheap Mulbari hotel or small little, you know, North Indian joint where they give mess per month, and all the money I'll send back home, because that's the only way I can save. And then you'll not have any business in the shopping malls. Nobody will buy school books. Nobody will buy clothes. Nobody will buy shoes. Nobody will go for these movies. Nobody will go to eat out. Nobody will, you know, it'll affect even supermarkets. Before you bought for the whole family, now you're only buying for you. Before you're eating a whole family out, now you're only preparing at home. So this will result in the whole fucking economy collapsing like a fucking domino, and this will affect everyone. The next one is, this is piggybacking on the previous one, is ArabianBusiness.com said that majority of the expats don't have any fucking realistic plans. Majority of them, they just don't know what they're going to do when they lose their fucking job. And this is so fucking true, because my mother and father, including so many people who I know, I speak to so many fucking people. When I ask them, what will happen if you lose your job tomorrow? Lawyer, I don't know. What will happen if you get kicked out from, I don't know, I'll go back to Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, go back home and try again. They just assume, they just give this, yeah, that's what I'll do. Do you fucking have a game plan? Do you have fucking at least $500,000 or $100,000 saved that will keep you from not being desperate for the next 1 year, 2 years until you get a fucking job? Majority, almost everyone who I speak to doesn't have an answer to this. This article nails it on the fucking head and said 50% don't even have any savings, especially the people who are aged in the range of 50, 55. That is time when your children go to college and you lose majority of your fucking savings. And especially if you're talking of Asian parents, they want their children to get married and settle down. So they lose all their savings, everything by their old age. And then when you're 50, when you cross 40 or 50, nobody wants to fucking employ you. Then what the fuck do you do, man? And then this next 2 bits of news is what I really want to share with you. Remember, in one of my previous videos, I had shared this controversial news that hospitals in UAE, hospitals in the Middle East, especially UAE, okay, because I was in UAE, so I can tell you more about UAE. I don't know about other places, but I'm pretty sure it's more or less the same. But in UAE, the hospitals, they make money by performing surgeries, even if you don't need it. So they'll make sure that you become sick, because it's only when you're sick do they make money. If you're well, if you're perfect health, how do the hospitals make money? So if you're sick, they will make sure they give you either excess dosage, they'll make sure that your sickness increases, they make sure that you become so sick where they have to perform a surgery, or they give you the wrong treatment. And remember what I told you, that I had my friend who was working for a hospital where during the meeting, the doctors used to actually openly discuss with the director. The director is to actually tell them. I have even given the name of this hospital to a few of my known friends. I'm sorry I can't publish this openly because very powerful people are involved in these hospitals. The director openly during the meeting says, why don't you chop off his hand? Why don't you amputate his leg? Why don't you just create a gangrene or create a sickness so that we can operate and make some money? Because remember this much, normal delivery, 7,000, 8,000 dirhams. When you have a cesarean, it's 25,000 dirhams. If you make the child sick, okay, if you make the child sick, or you can, blackmail indirectly the parent, oh, your child is very serious, you better put it in an incubator or your child might die. Do you think you as a parent, no, fuck the incubator, I don't need to put it in an incubator? No, that is why majority, almost all the deliveries in the Middle East are cesarean. They are never natural. Almost all the children when they come out, they are kept in an incubator where you have to pay, say, $500 a day or $300 a day or more than that. This article, and I even told you, there are cases where they can actually heal your sickness. They can heal, but they make sure that the sickness spreads so they can amputate it because they make shitloads of money thanks to insurance. In this article, Gulf News, this Pakistani guy who was a businessman, he ended up having diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemia or something. That's another disease that he had. It seems that because of all this, see, this is a problem. In UAE, there's so much of stress. In the Middle East, there's so much of stress. You make money, but you're under fucking stress. And your health gets fucked up. And because his health got fucked up, he got a stroke. Once he got a stroke, well, that's why he started bleeding money. He was paralyzed. And long story short, it seems that they amputated his fucking limbs. And after they amputated his fucking limbs, they made sure that he got more and more sick. See, there's no way to prove it. There's no way to fucking prove it. They will say that, yes, he got sick and so we had to amputate his arm. There's gangrene. Oh, there's infection. You do not know the truth. How do you fucking know? When you're unconscious, how do you know what he's fucking doing to you? That's why when I got my fucking surgery, no fucking way would I do it in UAE. No fucking way. I did it in India. From a person who I knew. Even in India, don't think India is fucking saints. Whenever anyone goes to a doctor, I tell them, if you don't know the doctor personally and you can't vouch the life of your child in that person's hands or your own life, don't fucking, because when you're unconscious, they can fucking slice, chop, do any fucking thing. So this guy ended up with a bill that came up to $100,000. Is completely, now he can't do anything. He has lost all his money. Has lost all his savings, his checks bounced, his trade license got cancelled, his trade license is now banned, he's become a beggar. And they were sleeping in their car and now they are illegal residents. See, this is the story of what happens to expatriates in the Middle East. For all those people who keep bad-mouthing me in the comment section, oh, fuck you, you got deported, fuck you, you're jealous of this country. I'm an Indian, I'm a Pakistan, I'm Sri Lankan, I love UAE. Yeah, the day you get fucking sick, the day you fall sick, the day you lose your job, the day you don't have a fucking visa, let me know which Emirati local, which government of which country in the Middle East will come and say, this Sri Lankan, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, we support when you're going through a crisis. And the second news is this Indian visitor. He bought his father to show him with happiness, hey, see, I'm living the Dubai life. 66-year-old father, it seems, came down to Dubai. Once he came down, he got a lung infection, multiple organ failure. Once again, I told you, they will fucking make you sick. His health became back to worse. It seems, as per this article, due to the heavy dosage of antibiotics, his limbs became discolored. Exactly what I told you. They amputated his fucking limbs and now he has to pay 20,000 dirhams. Imagine, 20 fucking thousand dirhams. That's close to, I think, $6,000 or $7,000 every fucking day. And he has to pay, and he can't let his father come out of the hospital. He has to pay, I'm pretty sure it'll go up to millions. It'll go up to $1 million and this poor guy will end up being jailed. His life is destroyed. This is the reality of the Middle East.